letting us know, what the new developments are regarding the investigation.
Well, I've just confirmed with police now that this docket and this investigation has been handed over to the SAPS's political violence task team. Now, let me tell you why that's important. Initially, when the reports came out of the shooting, police had said that they were unsure of the motive and they weren't exactly sure what the reason was that these women and those people that were there were gunned down. But I think this gives us some indication that there is a suspicion that this could then be politically linked. And that particular task team, that's an interministerial committee. This was formed by President Cyril Ramaphosa in 2018. You'll remember that there had been a number of political violence-related matters in KwaZulu-Natal. The death toll was climbing and something had to be done. This team was formed. It's not just the SAPS alone. It also works hand in hand with defense, with the justice cluster, correctional services, and all in all, that team has been quite successful in doing this work. I mean, they've already arrested over 250 people at the last count, and I think that they had handled over 220 dockets during that time. So there is, I guess, an improvement now, at least, for those families. They can rest assured that this matter is being taken seriously, particularly because up until this point, and even now, we don't know who these men were that were in that bakkie that drove past that school and opened fire on so many innocent people.
Definitely the community in Inanda must be really frightened right now. But you spoke to some witnesses, and what did they say?
I did, and I think that fear can be seen in the fact that they had spoken to us, but had asked us to protect their identities in the process. So, a woman that I spoke to in particular, she said that she was in the line at the time when that shooting happened, and she just remembers complete and utter pandemonium. She was afraid for her own life. She thought that she may also be shot along with the others that were both injured and killed in that shootout, but fortunately she managed to escape. She says that she did see the men at the back of the bakkie. It happened over what she felt was minutes. She said that the gunfire sounded like it just didn't stop. But let's listen into some of that interview that I conducted with her.
There's tension in Inanda after the shooting of at least 8 people. 3 people have been killed and 5 others have been injured. Now, they were in the process of selecting a councillor for the area. I'm going to bring into the conversation someone that was there at the time. Sisi, thank you so much for joining me. I understand that you want to keep your identity secret for now, considering how sensitive this matter is. Please explain to us how the shooting took place and what did you see?
Actually, I don't know where that car came from, because we were in the Ibuhlebethu secondary school. They will call it's number 6. So we outside the gate while we were come to start to go inside, just to vote for the candidates that they were nominated. They are the nominees. So the only thing that I've here is the gunshot while I was in the queue. I was outside the gate. Then I was here the shooting. Then I was also, everybody was fall down, laying down. Then while I wake up there, the gate was open, everybody running inside the school. And then we go inside the school, then we are running, we find the corner. All those process, still the gun was still shooting.
And lastly, Dasen, did you manage to speak to the ANC or the provincial leaders, and what has been their reaction to this incident?
Well, the message from the ANC and the provincial government is that communities now need to assist the police to find out who was responsible for this, and calling for peace in these communities. Our colleague Lethiwe Mhluli had an opportunity to speak to the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Sihle Sekalala. Let's listen in to some of that interview in which he responds to that question.
We're deeply shocked, concerned and saddened by this brutal assassination of innocent citizens. We believe this is the work of the thuggish element that kill with impunity. We must not allow them to find place to hide in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. The killings bear the hallmarks of a desperate effort to use intimidation and violence as a way of frustrating the will of the people and subvert our democracy. We call on the police to hunt down the criminal elements who thrive on such violence. There is no election or vote that is worth the blood of our innocent citizens. We call upon the community to unite and work with the police to expose those who seems to believe that winning an election or becoming a candidate must happen at all costs, even if it means jumping over the corpses of innocent people.